Good morning. And yes, it is actually morning. Why? Why am I up and out of my pajamas and all ready to go so early in the morning making a video at 10:53? Laundry. Yep. Yesterday when I was having my breakfast, I scribbled a little bit of food on my penguin pajamas. So they had to go in the laundry, and I didn't do any laundry yesterday. So come bedtime, the penguin pajamas are not there. So I improvised with the shirt that I was wearing plus the bottoms from my coffee pajamas. Now, the penguin pajamas are for full length pants. The coffee pajamas are capris. So that led to cold ankles this morning. Nope. It's cold outside. The wind has been blowing. The house is cold. I need full-length pants covering the ankles. So as soon as I finished a project this morning, I got dressed. So yesterday, I opened up bag 11 of the scrap bag challenge. Okay. Mostly orange, 2 shades of orange, or so I thought, and a skein of gray and a skein of gold. That's the picture that I took, but I took the picture after already completing 2 projects. As I was handling the gray, I was thinking, this doesn't feel acrylic. So I did a burn test, and it burned completely to ash, and it smelled like burning hair. Uh-oh, it's wool. I don't make amigurumi with wool. But I made myself a cowl. I figured, okay, when it's really cold out and I have to go out shopping, a nice wool neck warmer would be perfect. So I finished this up last night. I freehanded it. I used the wool yarn, which was a worsted weight, maybe a light worsted, and I think it was a K hook, and made a chain big enough to fit around my head. And then added 2 because I was going to be doing double crochets and I needed to start my first double crochet in the 3rd stitch. So, oh no, scratch that. I didn't add 2. I made the chain big enough to go around my head and I joined it with a slip stitch. Then I chained 2 and double crocheted all the way around. And then for subsequent rows, I would do my first double crochet, and the next one would be a front post double crochet. And then I just alternated between double crochets and front post double crochets until I ran out of yarn. I had maybe a ball about that big when I ended off. Like, I wanted yarn, chicken. This is feeling a little bit scratchy on my neck right now. But that's the price you pay for warmth. I said I've finished 2 projects. Okay, let's get this nicely situated. I also made a mushroom duck. Boop, 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 boop. Come on, show your eyes. There we go. I will have to link the pattern in the description. I believe it was a free pattern on Instagram, but I'm not sure. It's been in my files for a while. I have had these at craft shows, and I think this is the 6th or 7th one that I've made, and they've been selling. So, good thing for the yarn. Working up that mushroom duck. So, I still have quite a bit of the gold. There are 1, 2, 3 of the bright orange. I'm making a mess of things here. And 2 of like a light burnt orange. It's a little bit darker. And then when I was winding up the balls of the bright orange, there was an intermediate orange. I've called this one carrot. That was wrapping up a half skein. Like this ball was a half skein, and the mysterious crochet lady whose yarn ended up in the thrift store had folded the skein in half and then wrapped it with another color of orange yarn. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. I don't know why she does these things, but I will use the yarn. So today will be another orange and gold day. I think there's a Highland cow in there someplace. I think there may be a puppy in there someplace. Like a golden lab. I'm not quite sure what else is in there. But there's probably going to be another duck. Oh, I didn't say for this one. The red was an add-on. There was no red in this bag, but I needed red to complete the projects. And since I make the rules for my scrap bag challenge, I can do that. Okay, Mr. Duck, you need to get a picture taken. You need to be added to the Etsy listing, put into Ravelry, and all that fun stuff. Okay. So what's up today? Orange and gold projects. And I got this down off my shelf. This was an animal cracker bin that has been up on the shelf for years with my blue yarn scraps in it. Now, once upon a time, I had maybe 6 of these plastic totes up on the shelf in the closet. And there was a blue, there was a green, there was a red. I would just toss all my little scraps in, and when I needed a little bit of blue yarn, I'd go to this bin and see if I could find the color I wanted. Well, I haven't been doing that quite so much anymore. So I have been slowly working down the totes. Not the totes. I called them the pretzel bins. This one was from Animal Crackers, but there were some pretzel bins there. Slowly working them down. The red and the brown and the green, whatever other colors I had, have been finished off, and now there's just the blue. So today I am taking the darker blues out of here and making them into a big ball of dark blue. And then I will put the rest into a Ziploc, put it up by my chair to use up as if I need another scrap yarn project. But this will be another one of the dark balls for my scrappy Snuggie. I started off with just black, but I use black yarn for so many projects. I don't want to exhaust my supply of black yarn. So I've also been using dark purple, dark green, dark blue, and brown as the dark color in my Snuggie. I mean, this isn't going to be the prettiest blanket ever, but it's going to be a nice warm blankie, and I think it's going to be a very comfy blankie with the arms so I can keep my hands out. Okay, I just knocked something over. Here we go. This is not working well. Okay, there, I think I got it now. Snuggie. It's going to be sort of an ugly blanket. I'm leaving all the yarn ends hanging out, and I'm not worrying about if colors match or anything like that. It's a scrappy blanket. So it is quite effective at keeping me warm, I found out yesterday. It's currently, let's see, about 60 inches wide and 60 inches long. No. I turned it sideways yesterday. That's what's getting me confused. 60 inches wide, and it's 30 inches long right now. Probably will be longer by the end of the day because I pick it up and, okay, I'll just work on this until I finish off this ball. Okay, now I'll work on another project. Okay, I'll pick this up and work on it till I finish this ball. It was sort of cold in the living room last night, or yesterday afternoon. So I was working on the scrap blanket, and then I just turned it sideways so it was 60 inches long and 30 inches wide, tossed it down over my feet, and it knocked me out for probably over an hour nap. So I keep saying, oh, I'm going to be more productive with this blankie around because I can put my arms out to crochet. This thing is so warm and cuddly. It may be knocking me out for a nap every time I put it on. It may be dangerous. So that's it for today. I have these few scrap projects to work on. I have a package coming on Friday. I have Happy Mail coming. Thank you, Nora. On Friday, I will be going out shopping, weather permitting. Today it was supposed to snow a little, stay cold. Tomorrow's supposed to be okay. Friday, it's going to be warmer, but there's going to be rain, turning colder, turning to snow. So I'm hoping to get out early in the morning and get my shopping and errands done and get back before the weather turns nasty. I need to go to the bank and make a deposit. I need to go to Michael's and use my $5 reward before it expires. I saw one post that said Hobby Lobby has some of their yarn marked down to 75% off. I'll be right by a Hobby Lobby. Dare I flirt with temptation and go into Hobby Lobby? I've been doing so well at not buying yarn. Etsy orders, mostly patterns. I think I've sold 7 patterns this month and 1 physical object. So Etsy orders have been trickling in. So I have some sales to offset my expenses of the month. But I am trying to trying to find the end of the next ball of yarn. And I just dropped one. Trying to keep the expenses down until I actually have some good earnings, like with craft shows. But I'm afraid if I went into Hobby Lobby and they had some nice acrylic yarn at 75% off, I would just have to get it because it's a bargain. And if I can keep my expenses down in that manner, then that helps the bottom line overall. But you know what? I have some Hobby Lobby clearance yarn. I probably have Hobby Lobby clearance yarn from like 5 different years. I get it. And then it's like, it goes into inventory and eventually I'll use it, but it just sits there. So I probably should try to avoid temptation and not go to Hobby Lobby. So, okay, we have a tangle of yarn here. This is what I get for trying to do 2 things at once. There we go. There's a yarn end. This ball is getting big pretty fast. Just as soon as I tie this knot, I'll show you. Need to tie a double knot. So, once I'm done with this video, I need to go start a load of laundry. And then I can settle into my chair and start a gold or orange scrap yarn project. Let's see. Okay, there's how big the ball is now. And once I either finish that orange or gold, or I get tired with it, then I'll switch off to the scrap blanket and work on that till I finish one of the 2 balls that are feeding it. I think the dark yarn is closer to finishing off than the scrap ball. The next scrap ball I tie on is huge, so it'll be a while before that one finishes off. It's going pretty quickly. I don't remember exactly what day I started this. I'd have to go back through my videos and look. But the fact that the body of the blanket is almost half done now, that's good. I thought that maybe this project would take me months, but using a K hook and a double worsted weight yarn, it's working up pretty fast. So, any stories to tell? Let's see. Tomorrow is my granddaughter Sophie's 5th birthday. Her gift is coming from Amazon. Right now they're saying they're not delivering it until Saturday because I don't have Amazon Prime. That costs more. I figure, 2 days extra to get something. I will go the cheap route. So, happy birthday, Sophie. I don't know if she'll ever see that, because as far as I know, none of my kids watch my videos. My husband doesn't even watch my videos. So thank you to all of you who do watch my videos. Okay, I'm getting close to finishing off to pulling out all of the dark yarns in here. Oh, there's another one there. And another one there. We'll go with royal blues too. Oh, let's take this one. Ooh, wait a minute. It's an eyelash yarn. I don't think I want to do eyelash yarn in my blanket. So he will go separate. I have done blue hedgehogs before. So maybe that blue eyelash yarn will become a blue hedgehog. trying to think if I have any other projects. I have done eyelash yarn for skirts on Leggy Frogs and called them fancy frogs. I would have to get a very thin yarn in a color similar to this to work it with, because just working eyelash yarn, it's hard to see your stitches. But if you put a strand of baby weight or sport weight yarn in a very similar color with it, then it's a lot easier to see the stitches. So maybe that'll be it. Maybe I'll find some green yarn and make a leggy frog and then add a pretty blue eyelash yarn skirt onto the frog. There's so many projects I want to work on. Man, I look at my, up on my chair, there's a pile of patterns and there's yarns. There's a cake of yarn that I pulled out of a tote in one of the bedroom closets. It's a green Bernat blanket. I have made a pattern called Croci, C-R-O-C-I. I will have to put in the comments who it's by. I think I did it as a crochet along, and it's been a good seller for me, made in worsted weight. I pulled out this blanket yarn thinking, I'm going to see how it looks in blanket yarn. It's probably going to end up close to 2 feet long, like a 2-foot long crocodile. That should be fun. But I haven't found the time to work on it because there are just so many other fun projects to do. So I guess, well, I have 2 more small balls of dark yarn to add to this. And then, oh no, actually there's 3 because I dropped one on the floor. So I will head out to my chair and get to work on this. My husband's talking. I don't know if he's on the phone or if he's talking to me, so I better get going. Bye-bye. And thank you for watching.